I was raised Catholic. I loved the church. I loved Jesus from as young as I could remember. Prayed the rosary, went to church. My first job was at the church. And then in 2000, I moved to Vallejo. And I wasn't attending church as regularly as I had been in the past, and I was looking for a church home, and I found Northgate. I loved it, and I was going every Sunday, and I missed a step. I missed the step of building community. I didn't really know anyone. I would come and sit by myself, and I kind of went back to my old ways, and I would go once in a while to church. And then last year, I decided with my daughters, we said, you know what, we want to find a church again. We want to do this. We want to go regularly. And I said, hey, you know what, let's give my old home a chance. So walk in, we actually walked in when worship had already started, and the kids were blown away. And we stayed. We never left. We never left. Come December, I saw somebody else's testimonial for Rooted, and I had every reason at that time to say, I can't do this. I can't do Rooted. But then I had a screaming voice in my head saying, you only have every reason to do Rooted. You're at the bottom, and it's time to lean in. And at that very moment, I looked down at my cell phone, and my teenager who was homesick watching online said, oh my gosh, Mom, you have to do Rooted. And I said, that's it, I'm in Rooted. From the day one, you establish trust. I had 11 new friends, and the rhythm started. We started writing to God. We started saying, we praise you, we thank you for everything you've done for us. We started repenting for those strongholds and weights that we were carrying. And everything just started to change. I found myself doing it every night. I found myself writing these letters. I asked for him to tell me what he wanted from me. And it was just different. Everything was different. I yielded. I yielded for the first time. It was the most amazing thing I could ever have happened in my entire life. After Rooted, you know, we were so sad approaching the last week, and we thought this can't be it. And one of the soul sisters stepped up and said, let's keep this up, let's all come to my house. And another one said, I'll lead it. And we all said, we're there. And now every week we discuss the sermon for the week, we discuss what we're learning about at church, we dig deeper through Rooted. Our experience is different, and I did get that step too. I built a community. The biggest thing that changed is I don't pray in rhythms. I don't pray in a rhythm of just saying the rosary over and over again. And that was probably one of the best things that we were taught through Rooted. Let him talk to you. It's like having a one-way conversation that I'm only talking and I never let you speak. That's not a conversation. I'm allowing him to speak through me and tell me what he wants me to do. And it's beautiful. It's now a relationship.
Great story, yeah. I love every week when we get to share, we get to see these transformation stories. My name is John. If I don't know you, actually one of my jobs here at the church is to just get to hear these stories from people. And we filmed Maureen, who went through Rooted here in San Francisco just like a week and a half ago, and we're excited to share that story. And Rooted is something that happens here and in Benicia. It's an 11-week discipleship experience. And we have dozens of stories like this that come through it. Rooted isn't the thing that changes your life. God changes your life through what we do in Rooted. So maybe you're sitting here and you're wondering, what do I do to get plugged in here? Maybe you're feeling like your relationship with God is stale and you don't know what's next, what he wants from you. I would really recommend Rooted. It is a life-changing experience. God does amazing stuff through there. And we have plenty of these stories. If you don't believe that one story, we have plenty more that we can share with you. And it's going to be starting up here on Wednesday nights in just a couple of weeks, and you can sign up out there in the lobby. But that's the reason that we give to the church. That's the reason that we live generously. Not so we can build really beautiful buildings, not so that we can be rich or whatever. It's so that we can have programs like this. It's so that we can have people come through here and have a safe place to ask their questions. People can have a safe place to learn and to grow. And through generosity, we're able to do this stuff. And so, my friends, that's why we get excited. That's why we cheer for our generous giving time. Woo! Because it's not about us. This generous giving time, we take a few minutes every weekend, and we just pause, and we reflect on the generosity that Jesus Christ showed to us. He showed us his great love when he laid down his life for us. But all of that is made right because he rose from the grave, and that's what we're celebrating today on Easter. And so we stop and we remember, wait, he gave us absolutely everything. So from that, we can have freedom to open our own hands, and we can have freedom to give because we can trust that God is going to provide for us, that he has our best interests in mind, that he loves us. And so we give. We give of our time. We serve in the church. We give of our money and our finances, and we say, God, we're just stewards. We want you to use this. Now, some of you are sitting here and you're thinking, I've never given to a church, and I don't know if I want to start giving to a church. I understand that. Trust me, I really do. We have something that I want to encourage you to try today, okay? This is the first thing I want you to try. It's this thing called the Dollar Club. We take $1 for every person in attendance here, and also in the 4 services that we were able to have on Easter at our Benicia campus, and the people online. We take $1 for every person in attendance, and then we turn around the next week and we write a check, and we bless somebody in the community who just needs some help, somebody who's fallen on hard times, somebody who's struggling. And you might sit there and you think, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my money. I don't know how to give it to you, what you do with it. Let me tell you, you give that $1 for the Dollar Club, that's where it's going. It's not even staying with us long. We're turning around and we're giving it right out into the community. And you might not just give $1 to somebody and expect it to change their life. But when you give $1 and you partner with the collective dollars, that is a much bigger sum that goes and really does make a difference in somebody's life. We have story of life change from that. So can I encourage you, that's your first step in generosity. Start with $1. And if you've been coming for a while, let's up that. Be generous. See what God can do. Taste and see the Lord is good. Be generous and see how he blesses you. And if you'd like to give, there's many ways. There's boxes back there. You can give through the Northgate app that is available for both iPhone and Android. And you can also give on the website, thisis.church. We are so glad that you are here. We have some video announcements, and then I'm going to be right back out here, okay?
Good morning, Northgate Bethel campus. We're so excited that you're joining us today. There are some things happening that we want you to know about. You can also find these announcements and more in the bulletin you received when you first walked in. We are going to be starting up another session of Rooted on May 1st. Rooted is an 11-week discipleship experience where you'll go deeper in your relationship with God and the community here at Northgate. You can sign up and get more information out in the lobby or online. On May 3rd and 4th, we are having a women's conference at our Benicia campus. We will be joined by special guest speaker Megan Fake Marshman. The cost is $45 per person, and you can sign up online or out in the lobby. For more information, head out to the women's conference table out in the lobby. Also, don't forget that Confident Living is canceled this Wednesday, the 24th. During the service on Sunday, May 5th, our missionaries from Tanzania, Kevin and Santa, will be sharing a quick update about how God is using them. Following the service, the Kids Zone Cafe will be hosting a lunch for you to meet and hear more about their story. We hope to see you there. We would love the opportunity to connect with you, and the simple way that we get to do that is through our connection cards. Take some time and check those out during service. We also have the same exact connection card on our Northgate app in our Sundays tab. You can download that for free on Apple and Android. If you're new with us, we would love for you to let us know by filling out that connection card and bringing it out to us in the New Friends desk out in the lobby. At that New Friends desk, we have a special gift to say thanks for checking us out. We want to give you an invite back and answer any questions that you might have. If it's your second or third time with us, or maybe you've been coming for a while and you've never let us know that you're here, we would still love to see you over there and see how you've been enjoying Northgate so far and answer any questions that you might have. If you haven't yet, you can download the Northgate app for both iPhone and Android. There you're going to find links to sermons, stories, podcasts, and so much more. We're so glad that you're joining us today.
It's true.